In our fourth video in our course management series, we're going to discuss how being your own best caddy is going to help you really come up with a good plan for golf shots. First thing we do, and the biggest problem that we see with most junior golfers especially, and most amateur golfers, is when they come up a hole, especially when they're carrying their bag, as they walk up to a plate, they get a pretty rough assessment of how far they are from a yardage standpoint, and the first thing they do is pull the club out of the bag. So we'd say, okay, we're at a 150-yard plate, my 150-yard club is out, I already have my club in hand, and then we go ahead and hit our shot, and now we're just starting to look at what's going on out here in the hole. All right, what we see is, and maybe one of the most underutilized or under-talked about things on the PGA Tour, is the relationship between a caddy and his player. What we're going to see on the PGA Tour level is that the caddy is going to walk up next to the player, they're going to come up next to the ball, they're going to put the bag down. And the first thing they're going to do is discuss the shot at hand. They're going to throw grass up, they're going to look at the lie, they're going to look at the yardage to the middle, they're going to look at the yardage to the pin or back edge. They're going to try to figure out what type of shape shot to hit to make sure that they're giving themselves the best chance of scoring. And now finally, when all of the planning is done, the very last thing that's going to happen is the club's going to come out of the bag. As the player pulls the club out of the bag, that caddy is going to pick up that bag and they walk away. So it's part of the commitment process. So if we're on our own and we don't have a caddy, the best thing we can do is when we get up to our golf ball, just put our bag down. It's the best thing that we can do. Put the bag down and step away from it for a second. So now that we get our bag down and we're away from our bag, we can start to assess the shot before we pull the club out. So again, we're 150 yards here, but we can start to go through our process of trying to figure out what it is that's going to be our best shot to hit. So we'll assess the wind, we'll assess the lie, we'll assess where this pin is on the green, and now finally, once we've done all that stuff, we can say, okay, I understand the shot we're going to hit, and finally, once we've pulled the club out of the bag, now it's time to go, okay? So again, make sure that the pulling of the golf club is an important part of this entire step, this important part of the entire process of going ahead and hitting the golf shot. So again, trying to be your own best caddy is going to give us the best chance at having good success coming into greens. All right, in our next video, we're going to talk about the fact that 150 yards isn't really 150 yards all the time.